Hello, everyone. This is Fred Wilson, Senior Mortgage Loan Originator at SWBC Mortgage, and welcome to another one of my weekly series titled Monday Mortgage Moment. This is the first time I'm doing a virtual interview, and I'm also pleased, in the spirit of Black History Month, having someone to talk with us about some prominent role that they end up having in their work career. I have Phil Murray, who retired from FHA as the Deputy Assistant Secretary for Single Family Housing. Phil, welcome.
Welcome, Fred. Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah. Now, Phil, I've known you and your family for a number of years. And I also know that the first home that your father purchased was in Halls Hill, which was a community in Arlington, Virginia. Can you elaborate a little more about your father buying a home in this community?
Yes, Fred. Thank you very much. During the early 50s, there was still housing discrimination. And so my father, after World War II, decided he would utilize his GI Bill to buy his growing family a nice little house in Halls Hill. It was a American dream cottage, so to speak, 2-bedroom.
And why in Halls Hill?
Well, unfortunately, at that time in the early 50s, housing was still segregated. And Halls Hill was a segregated Black community in Arlington County. And so that's the only place where he could afford to purchase a house, he could afford to buy a house anywhere, but that he was only allowed to purchase a house in Halls Hill.
And that community is still around to this day, and those same homes are now selling for $700,000.
I would not be surprised. Yes.
Yeah. So now let's transition to your work career. You worked for FHA, and like I said, you retired from that agency as the Deputy Assistant Secretary for Single Family Housing. Can you share with us the irony of you being in that position and what you were responsible doing for when your father purchased his first home?
Yes, Fred. Actually, that was a moment that made my father rather proud, that his little boy was now heading the very agency that once played a significant role in legalizing and institutionalizing the practice of racism and housing discrimination and segregation through institutionalizing the practice of restricted covenants and redlining.
And so the person, the son of a homeowner who was relegated to purchase a home in a segregated area is now responsible for ensuring all Americans are able to purchase a home wherever they want and not be subject to redlining. How ironic.
Yeah, that part of their role is leading housing policy for all Americans to be treated fairly. One thing of significance, we work very diligently to improve the home ownership rate of minorities. And under my watch, we reached the highest level ever for first-time home ownership of minorities went to 68%, I believe.
Wow. Phil, thank you so much for sharing this valuable piece of information, especially during Black History Month. Only in America can we have this type of accomplishment. So everyone, thank you again. I look forward to talking with you next week for another weekly series of Monday Mortgage Moment. Thank you.